almost 9 o'clock and I only just woke up. Which is, I have not slept in like this, well, since before I had a cat, quite frankly. Yeah, that was weird. I mean, I went to bed really late last night because I was on a late shift and I was late home and needed to eat and all of that. But yeah, even so, and Luca hadn't tried to wake me up even once, which was quite surprising because that's not like her. So I came downstairs and I think I found why. Let me show you. There's a bit of a mess here. There's things lying around that aren't where I put them. And then there's all this stuff on the floor. I thought it was mud. I was thinking, where the crap has this mud come from? I don't understand it. There's obviously glitter. Something that looks like half a tea bag, but she's not playing with tea. Oh, there was catnip in her Christmas present. And look, who got into her Christmas present last night? Luca. Luca, what did you do? Did you have a big drug party here last night? Huh? Did you live it up? Did you live it up with the strong stuff and didn't come and wake me up at 4 in the morning? Huh? It's catnip, guys. She got into the catnip. Now, I am surprised. We've had that present for a couple of weeks. And she's not shown any interest in it because it's actually really well packed. But clearly, she eventually sniffed it out and went a bit mental. Luca. You trouble. Love me. Oh, what am I going to do with you, cat? Well, I suppose that on my agenda for today now has been added clean the dining room floor and rewrap Luca's present. Oh my god. It's so soaking. She's really been loving on this. So you're meant to put those sachets of catnip into that little mouse. She's really gone for it as well. I'm going to have to hide it so she can't get to it after Christmas. Did you open your Christmas present early? I don't care. You must have been high as a kite overnight. Leave the other Christmas presents alone. Presents under, so there's all these Christmas presents that showed up under the tree that I don't know anything about, and there's going to be more turning up that I do know something about. I just need to wrap them, and they're from my brother. But there's like, I don't have this Christmas paper. What's, oh, that's quite funny actually. Shall we see if I can actually finish this vlog? This vlog is going to go live on the 23rd of December. And then I've only got one more vlog to make after that, and that's Vlogmas over. And I cannot believe that I have actually kept it up for this long. I can't believe I managed to do it, to be honest with you, because of how much I've been working. And when I've not been working, I've been, well, editing and vlogging and editing and having the girls and getting up to fun Christmassy things. And oh boy. But yeah, it actually looks like I've made it. Even if this vlog is recorded over the span of 2 days, with a few days in between. Okay? I think the vlog needs to be a little bit more than me explaining that Luca got stoned out of her whiskers and that I'm making coffee, because we all know that I make coffee, right? And for the last couple of days, I have had 4 AM starts at work and done 10-hour shifts. So I've been feeling it. And then after work today, I did my big Christmas shop. Not quite sure how I managed that, but there we are. So I got loads of food. I mean, it's gonna last us for ages. And I don't, like, I have a bit of an issue with this thing of just buying everything in sight and then you end up just throwing so much food away, and that's not what I've done. I've actually tried to plan some meals and have a little bit of a think about how we're gonna do it and what we're gonna eat. So when I asked Alice what she wanted for Christmas food this year, she said she wanted salmon because she really likes salmon. And for the last few years, we've been just getting buffet food that we like, and we've made a nice little buffet and we've had that. But I thought this time around, because she said salmon, and I had this idea of actually making a nice roast salmon dinner instead. I mean, there's nothing traditionally Swedish about this at all. So Swedish traditional Christmas food is a smorgasbord. And a Swedish Christmas smorgasbord works amazingly if you're cooking for 12 people and with Swedish ingredients. I tried one year to make a Swedish Christmas smorgasbord for one person, well, 1.5 person, me and Alice, with English ingredients, and everything tasted wrong. Nothing was right. So that's why I actually gave up on making a smorgasbord and kind of went, nope, not doing this. I'm just going to make whatever we want to eat, whatever we fancy, and that'll be it. Some years I make Jansson's Temptation. So I'm pretty sure there's a vlog that I can link back to of me making Jansson's Temptation. And that is, it's a potato bake with loads of creams and with anchovies in it. And I love it, it's gorgeous. I also have my great-grandmother's recipe for Christmas meatballs that I've made some years. And that too is an absolutely gorgeous thing. So, you know, some years I would make Christmas meatballs, Jansson's Temptation, and maybe a bit of red cabbage and that sort of sweet sour red cabbage. That is a very Swedish thing. And then green cabbage, which we do, it should be done in the cooking juices from the ham, like using that for a stock, but I would just be using chicken stock because, you know, cube. So green cabbage and red cabbage on the side, and you know, that makes a nice dinner. It doesn't make a smorgasbord, but it makes a nice dinner. But yeah, Alice said she wanted salmon, and then I saw that we got a salmon into the store that looked really interesting. So I have gotten this. It's a lemon-infused side of salmon with a maple and clementine glaze. And you basically pop it in the oven and it cooks itself. So, yay, that'll do. That'll do great. And we're going to have that with quite probably roast potatoes. I might do something else. I might even do mashed potatoes. We shall see. I haven't quite decided yet. And then I've got a bunch of vegetables. I've got loads of stuff to make a nice salad from. I've got asparagus. I've got broccoli. I've got carrots. That can all go as sides with it. And that's going to be our Christmas dinner. I've not given up on the buffet though. So we've still got stuff for buffet. So I had to get these little cream cheese and smoked salmon canapes because we loved them last year. And I decided to also get some blinis. So I think that will be a really good combination. I've got some chutney topped pork pies. I've got some sweet potato bites. And I've got some cocktail sausages. In the freezer, if I want to really mix it up, in the freezer I've got tempura prawns. I've got duck spring rolls. I've got some bao buns. So we could do a full-on fusion buffet if we felt like it. And I also decided to get smoked salmon and bagels so that we can have smoked salmon and scrambled eggs on bagels as breakfast one of the days, just to have that nice kind of luxury breakfast. And then we made the Christmas sweets, so we got loads of those. Alice thinks they're a little bit too sweet, but we have that. I have a nice toffee mint ice cream, which I love. So that's a potential dessert. I decided to get macaroons because both Alice and I love it. And then I've got chocolate coming out of my ears at the moment. Honestly, I really do. So my lovely friend Rachel, who I know through BDCPS, Bedford and District Cerebral Palsy Society, our charity, the one that does the most for Elin and the most for us. She works for them, and I know her through them. But she contacted me and she said, "Oh, this organisation is putting together little chocolate boxes for children, and would you like one for the girls? And I said, well, yeah, please, that'd be lovely. Well, Rachel rocked up here yesterday like Mrs. Santa with a big sack. And there's chocolate, and there's chocolate, and then there's some chocolate, and then there's chocolate, and then there's chocolate biscuits, and there's loads of toys and games. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm not quite sure what to do with this, but suddenly there's a lot more Christmas presents for the girls, and we certainly have enough sweets to see us through the festive period, let's put it that way. We're going to have sweets. We're still going to be eating it in February. So, yeah, I didn't feel the need to buy an awful lot of that stuff. But that's just me and Alice. So what about Elin? Well, when I cook the salmon, I will make a blend for Elin out of that. So she can have the same food as us. Elin's food needs to cool down. So obviously when you've cooked, you kind of want to sit down and eat just as it's ready. But then Elin's food needs to be blended. I have this is my Vitamix blender. It's a high power blender. So that's what I'm going to be using. It sees a lot of use, which is why it's not pristine anymore, but it's clean, I promise you. But yeah, so once the food is ready, then it's got to go in here and it's got to be blended, and then it's got to cool down to room temperature before Elin is happy with it. And the final piece of getting ready for Christmas is to wrap the remaining presents. Talking of which, does any of you know who sent these key rings? I assume they're for the girls, but it was just addressed to me, and there's no sender, there's no from. I have no idea where they come from. So I've got a couple of baby dragon key rings that I think are Christmas presents for the girls, but I don't know who they're from. So if it is one of you guys, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a mystery. The other presents I'm wrapping are from my family. So I've got a little box that is a present each for me, Elin and Alice, from my mum. It's charms for our charm bracelets. We all three of us have got really amazing charm bracelets. Not the calendar ones that Alice is making for Elin and Alice now, but actual sterling silver charm bracelets that the girls are not going to be allowed until they're grown-ups. My mum has been making those, basically giving them charms for those bracelets for years now, and she gives me charms for my bracelet as well, and it's just really beautiful, and it's going to be such, not that I want my mum to go, but at some point she will be gone, and it will be an amazing memory of her. Luca, do you want some Christmas ribbon is what I'm trying to say. I go mad with this stuff because this is Elin's favourite part of any present. Yeah, when the presents are wrapped, I'm pretty much done. I'll be pretty much ready for Christmas. This is sort of the last bit of preparation I've got to do. How are you guys getting on? Are you all ready? Know what you're eating? Know what you're giving? Presents wrapped? Food prepped? If you're travelling, have you got your travel plans all sorted? All of that kind of stuff. I hope you do. We are obviously not travelling anywhere because that's not something that Elin does really. She doesn't travel, which is why it's only ever us for Christmas. I would love to take Alice home for a proper Swedish Christmas one year, but it just doesn't work out like that because I wouldn't leave Elin at Christmas, and I'm not taking Elin with me anywhere anymore. It stresses her little body out far too much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Excuse you. Am I not wrapping this well enough? And I feel a lot better about Christmas this year than I did last year. So hopefully this is going to be a really, really good one. Well, we are popping on to say Merry Christmas to you all for the final vlog. And so I'm not going to jump the gun and do that, but I am going to say thank you so much for following along all of our Christmas preparations this December, for watching my Vlogmas videos, for commenting on them, for subscribing, all of my new subscribers in this time period. If I can have a few more so I get to 5,500 before the end of the year, I would be delighted. But yeah, it's been really amazing doing Vlogmas this year. I'm so glad I was able to do it. It was quite tough. at times to squeeze it all in, but you know, yay, made it. And now Luca is eating the ribbon. Luca! Oi! And trying to run away with it. You naughty cat! You naughty cat! Have I not told you you're not allowed to open the Christmas presents? I thought we had that conversation. Anyway, thank you so much. See you again tomorrow for the final Vlogmas video. Bye.